Hello, my name's Helen and I work for Cheshire Libraries. I'd like to tell you today about a book that I love. The novel I've chosen to share with you is The Wall by John Lanchester, published by Faber and Faber. You might be familiar with John Lanchester. Amongst other things, he's been an editor, a restaurant critic, a journalist and a writer of non-fiction, as well as being a prize-winning novelist. Lanchester's written 4 previous works of fiction, of which one, Capital, was very well known as Radio 4's book at bedtime, as well as being adapted for TV in 2015. I'd enjoyed Lanchester's humour and compassion in Capital, a portrait of one cosmopolitan London street and its inhabitants teetering on the brink of the financial crisis. So when this book arrived in the library, I eagerly took it home, twice failed to start reading it and had to get it back to the library before finally getting time to read it during this winter's lockdown. Such has been the chaotic nature of my most recent reading habits. I think this might resonate with many of you. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about this book in particular because it's so relevant. But as I started to think about what I wanted to say, it dawned on me that I couldn't very well tell you much at all without spoiling the plot. I'll try. Things that you'll find out almost immediately are that Kavanagh is the main character, and we join him as he embarks on his 2 years' service patrolling the Wall. The Wall is the structure that stands between the country's precarious safety and a rising sea level, with the constant threat of the others who must at all costs be stopped from getting through. Part of my failure to initially start The Wall was that I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted to read about a dystopia. I think many of us have been choosing our reading material really carefully to ensure that our somewhat fragile equilibrium isn't further compromised by anything too hard-hitting or too topical. Anyway, I found the cover far too intriguing to stay away from it for long and was soon devouring this short, shocking and frighteningly believable adventure. Reviewers have described The Wall as a contemporary political fable or a modern allegory, and I think this is correct, but I'm also keen to recommend it as a compassionate portrait of humans and their reactions to a time of great adversity. I think there are 2 main reasons why I admire this author. Firstly, he writes with economy and gets straight to the point without anything showy or unnecessary. His language is uncomplicated and accessible, so nothing's ever left unexplained. When he was interviewed by The Guardian in 2012, Lanchester said, "All you want from a novel is for it to be as well written as telly. Really good telly." He's got a point. In a world where people have instant access to entertainment and media, writing really has to offer the modern reader something immediately to hook them in and lure them away from their screens. Secondly, I sense that although Lanchester's keen to highlight and poke fun at social stereotypes, he never fails to show them some sympathy, and no actions are carried out without a fair insight into what might have caused them. I really enjoyed the author's treatment of his main female. Contrary to the opinions of some reviewers who felt that women characters were never fully developed, I found her understated but impressive, and I feel that the author wrote her scenes with a sense of great admiration for her, but wanted to refrain from overwriting her bravery and risking a condescending tone. You'll have to read it to see if you agree with me on that, and to find out what warnings John Lanchester has for society as we build or dismantle our fragile future. Thank you for listening. Please look out for more books we love from Cheshire Libraries coming soon. Bye for now.